You got motion if you own the business. You got motion if your mama out the trenches. You got motion if you in school for business. You got motion if you love it.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another installment of Millennials in Motion, where y'all already know we give y'all that real, relatable, and entertaining spill on adulthood from the Black millennial perspective. And it's a special day today. Do you guys know why it's a special day today?
Why is it a special day?
It is a special day because it is R25's 3 year.
Yeah. Do your homework on R25. Yeah.
Tree.
I'm gonna sit this one out.
All right, y'all. But yeah, if you don't know, it's your boy Molly Maul from the 305, aka Brink. Y'all know who I am. Who else in the studio, bro?
What's going on, y'all? Y'all know what it do, what it don't, what it is and what it ain't, and what's gonna be. You feel me? It's your boy Ryan, coming from the only place where we jick and jive on I-95, Broward County, Florida, baby. Girl. Yeah.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Easy Breezy Brianna J, and we back in the studio, and we not finna play.
What's up, y'all? It's NJ, your favorite Broward Bay.
Tight. Okay. We got a special guest in the studio, man.
Yo, what's good? It's your boy Deant. You know, it's been a little minute since I've been on the mic. I can't lie.
Tell the people where you from, what you got going on, brother.
Yeah, I'm from PG County, Maryland. You know what I'm saying? A young black man trying to make it in life, you know?
Real.
Mr. D'Anthony, are you celebrating a 3 year today?
Yes, sir.
Type. Okay. What tribe are you a part of?
R25, good brother.
Type, for sure. But yeah, man, how's everybody been?
I've been better, but I'm here with you guys, so yeah.
Chilling, can't complain.
That's real. No exciting updates, no nothing.
I will say I'm getting to that point in the semester where I'm starting to just
Be done.
Like,
Yeah.
I have 2 papers due for the same class and a newscast we finna start for newscast and an enterprise story. She want 10 sources. What? Tripping.
10 sources?
10
For one story?
For one story.
That's actually insane.
When does the story due?
How long is this story supposed to be?
Story.
Like 1,500 words.
So I mean,
Yeah.
So that's like 100 words per source. It's not too
That's
bad.
crazy.
I got capstone next week.
How's that been going?
I figured
That's
it
real.
out.
Okay.
Well, Ryan, go ahead and reel us in.
So the first discussion I really wanted to get to is on the topic of control. And do y'all feel like y'all have more peace or freedom when y'all life trying not to have control or anything, or more so trying to have control of everything in your life, and kind of how does that look from different layers and perspectives?
I'm gonna simplify your question. I see what you asked.
Yeah. I just gotta give the full detail.
Yeah. So Ryan is asking, do you go about your life living freely, like everything just is what it is, taking things as they come, or are you more of a micromanager and rather plan things out? And yeah.
Me personally, I am definitely a person, like, I like to plan stuff out. And I've learned, like, the hard way that that's not really the best way to go about things. Because off the top of my head, the one thing I remember was my 21st birthday. I threw, like, a pool party. And I had everything planned out to a T, and it just was not going right. And my whole, like, mood was messed up. Like, I was upset. So then at that moment, I really learned, like, I just gotta, like, let it be what it be. Like, stop. I told myself to, like, stop trying to plan things ahead of time, like, on tight schedules, because depending on who you're with, people don't really rock like that. If you know what I mean.
You people.
Like, you can't really depend on everybody to go the way you're trying to go.
I feel that. I think that's more of a women thing, if I'm being honest, in my opinion. Like, women try to, like, plan things out to the T, as with, like, guys, we kind of just be like, hey, it is what, like, we just gonna like when
Figure
y'all
it
go
out
out,
as you
yeah,
go.
yeah. Like when y'all go out, y'all be like, okay, we finna go here, we finna hit this club. After this club, we finna go get dinner here. Then after we go get dinner, we gonna stop by this place, take pictures. Then we go, guys, it'd be like, what we doing tonight? Shoot,
Day of, let's figure it out.
Literally day
As we-
of, what time?
In the car.
In the car, like what we finna hit. Hey, all right, let's go there. So then we go there. Then from there, as we're talking, we probably be like, bro, we should hit. And then that's just how I go. I feel like women kind of are a little bit more micromanagers. But,
Yeah, I agree with Nyla. I'm more of a I have my life planned out for the next 3 years type of person. And I expect it to go that way. And when it doesn't go that way, I get really frustrated and irritated. And it just ruins my whole life.
So what do you do in those moments when you're completely frustrated and distraught?
I get frustrated and irritated. I just crash out.
I'm saying, how do you recover from
Crash
that?
out. Immediate crash
Yeah.
out.
Be left alone in that moment.
Yeah, I just
Give
need
me
to,
some
I
space.
just need to reevaluate the next plan. Like, what can I do now to do better and plan something else?
I feel it.
But I don't know. Like Nyla said, recently things have really been kind of spare of the moment. Like, I have the big events in my life planned out. Like, I know after college I want to get a job. I don't know what the job might be, but I know I need to get a job. I know I need to get an apartment. I know I need to move out, stack some money, all that good stuff.
That's real.
So basically, you saying, do we kind of like operate just like
do you plan out, your day-to-day life or like trips or like how do you
What feels
go
more
about,
free flowing? What feels
Yeah.
more comfortable to you?
Are you more of a go with the flow kind of guy, or you got a
Have an
strict agenda?
itinerary?
Yeah, an itinerary or agenda, and stick to it.
I say I'm probably more of a go with the flow, just cause like I've tried the whole itinerary method, and kind of like what y'all saying about getting upset when things not going the way it's supposed to. That's kind of how I was, and like I seen the kind of like stress it was causing me. Thought process was kind of like to not like completely not care about something, but just not put that much like care into things. Kind of just go with the flow, so that like I can't really get upset about anything like that.
Yeah, I understand that. That's just really how I be. Like, I feel like when it comes to life, you can never really have too much. I ain't gonna say I don't know. I don't go through life with too much expectation, and I don't live life with regrets, if that makes sense. Like, I kind of feel like everything is supposed to happen for a reason. So even when you try to plan stuff to an exact T and it may not go the way you have planned, I just feel like that was fate, because it was bound to go that way. So that's why I just kind of tend to stick with the go with the flow kind of thing.
I don't have any regrets though. Like, what happens, but
That's real.
I feel like, honestly, like I think because we're so used to setting standards up in our life, we feel like there's a particular way that is right and wrong in how we live because how we want to live our life. But I think we have to realize everybody lives on different frequencies. You feel me? It's like, no matter how much you care about one thing, there's another person in the world who that's their last concern.
that's
You know what I'm
Sonder.
saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, regardless of the fact, it's like, no matter how much control you try to have of your whole life or how your life navigates, in some way, shape, or form, you can't have all that control. None of us have that power. So it's like, what do you do in those cases?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Bree said that's Sonder. So guys, if you don't know, take a moment to actually learn yourself a new word. Sonder. S-O-N-D-E-R. Sonder, basically, in Molly Mall's dictionary.
I'll go say,
means-
don't give the Urban Dictionary version.
Yeah. In Molly Mall's dictionary, it means basically like the outward observation that everybody lives their own experience in life, and everybody has an individual perception on what's going on around them.
Do you think that's why Brett names himself Sonder? Random
Yeah,
thought.
that's where.
That's exactly why he went.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, I believe in Sonder, and of course, everybody has their own world. But at the same time, some people think that it's selfish when people think that they're the main character because of Sonder. But I don't think I believe in that.
Nah, I don't think it's selfish. I think, honestly, if you want to be good in anything, you have to look at yourself as the main character.
But they'll be like, oh, you can't be the main character when everybody else is living their own life and they're the main character in their own story. So we all have to work together.
But you're not worried about the next person. You worried about yourself.
I feel like we can all be main characters.
Right.
Yeah.
We can all be main
Too
characters.
many people trying
My
to put other
world.
people down.
But
you
you're not
feel
a
me?
main character in my story.
And that's okay.
And that's okay. You not in mine. So it's like, it is what it is.
Well, I won't even say
but
that.
we're all primary.
You a
I would like to say we're all primary characters.
You are.
we're primary
That's what I say.
characters.
You're not a
We're not NPC, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
But
like, oh,
when
Molly Wall came on the show today.
When I stop in the at the red light, the dude to my left, I don't know him.
Yeah,
so
he's
that's
he's an NPC.
And that's
a
what they
bot.
say. You're not supposed to think of people as NPCs and bots because they're their own person.
I mean, they are, but it just in retrospect, you know, it's just like when you don't know nothing about that person or those people.
Yeah, but that's the thing. They want you to start thinking that, like, at home they have a mom and a dad and a wife and a husband.
Yeah.
So to what point am I supposed to think about that, or why am I supposed to think
I guess
about
when
that?
it comes to like making
why I don't think about it,
irrational or
because-
crazy decisions, like you know how people go and take other people's lives, like they don't think about the effect that they may have on the people around them or who they may have known.
Survival tip with Bree 101. If you're ever held at gunpoint or just like in a bad situation like that, you're supposed to start telling them stuff about your life so that you make yourself.
You
more
been held at
personal.
gunpoint before, Bree?
No, but that's what you're supposed to do.
That's what you're supposed to
Who?
do.
What source you got that from?
That is what you're supposed to
What-
do, though.
what
Like,
source
so
you
they
got
start to
that
feel
from?
bad for you.
Grey's
Type.
Anatomy.
Grey's Anatomy.
I learned that from NCIS.
There's been people who done got shot on both of those shows, so.
But I'm
That's
saying when they were held, the girl in Grey's Anatomy, she started telling them, I'm a mom. I have
You talking about
kids."
Bailey?
Yeah.
Mm.
And then he let her live.
So you're
because
saying
he
if I
started to
if
perceive
I
her-
said my deepest darkest secret to
No,
the man held me
just
at
start
gunpoint, I'm
telling
gonna
them,
survive.
Like yourself
I
more
have
human.
a family.
You have
Like I
a
have so much
family.
going for myself. Like I'm planning to do this.
They
I
not
already
gonna
booked a
care
trip to
a thing
Aruba
in
to
the
go
world.
visit my mom.
They
That's
gonna
sick.
shoot
Like
me in the
tell them
head and they gonna
anything.
take all my money and run off.
No, sometimes they will though because it makes yourself seem more humanized. Like, cause like now I'm just trying to
if you're
rob
just a
this
random
dude.
person, right?
They
They're
don't
just
care.
Like, they don't know
but
you.
If you telling them that you are depressed and your mom is battling cancer and that you wake up every morning for this, that, and the third to put the food on the table for your kids.
Piss me off, Jamal.
To your point, Ryan, that what you was saying is just like, yeah, you know, you feel like you're gonna be like, listen, sir, I'm a college student. I go to Florida A&M University. You know, I'm a part of BBLB, and
I'm the first black man in my family to graduate college with an engineering degree. I'm trying to get an engineering degree to help
You gotta do
special
it
needs
again.
individuals.
He did
Please, sir, please. Gonna pop me right in the head, say I'm sorry, right? Just like that.
Yo.
Take all or nothing I got and just go about his business.
All of nothing.
Yep.
but
That's all it's gonna be. I'm dead now. Shoot.
Yeah,
Well, you can try it.
it's better
just
than
better
it's
to try.
I'll give it
yeah.
a try. I'll give it a try. So
Next
if
time
all
you're
else
held at
fails,
gunpoint.
you know that I trusted you.
Well, hopefully we're not held at gunpoint. Okay.
Yeah.
God
yeah,
forbid.
you know.
Yes. Yeah.
We don't live that lifestyle on Millennials in Motion. We are all young, educated black people with great aspiring dreams and a good family and support system behind us. But yeah, Sonder, interesting. So this is something that I wanted to ask. When it comes to, like, you know, adapting to adulthood and living on our own, coming to college, just really like actually being an adult or adulting in general, what's been the hardest thing that you guys have had to adapt to or deal with?
People not having mature conversations, I think. So I feel like I'm a very logical person and I think things all the way through, but then I'm dealing with a lot of people that just don't. And they'll make the situation 10 times worse because they don't think stuff through.
That's real.
Or they'll like just crash out immediately.
That is very real. Yeah. A lot of people haven't, like, one of the things that we don't practice enough growing up, I think, is like actually sitting down. Well, I can't say we, because everybody grows up differently, but some people have never taken the time to actually sit down with somebody and have a serious or mature or, you know, like grown up conversation or even uncomfortable conversations. So a lot of people, like, at times, you know, like when bad things happen, you know how some people laugh. That's just because they don't know how to deal with.
They don't know how to properly react.
Exactly. So it's like a scapegoat response. Like, okay, this is all I know. So
yeah, it's like an instinct.
yeah, like they can't help it. So it naturally, it comes the same thing when it's like mature conversations. Like a lot of people just naturally avoid them or will divert, or, you know, they can't really take it serious. So yeah.
So Bree, how do you go about those instances when you try to have a conversation, whether it's on a situation or topic anyways, and they're not giving you the response you're expecting or would like?
Well, ultimately, we just fall out. And I mean, it's nothing I can do about it. Like, I try to work it out, but the person will be so like angry that they won't sit to have a conversation. They just want to F that girl, you know, but like they never want to figure it out. So, and I'm also not a person to chase and beg a person. I don't care. So
there are individuals who you say don't try to expand their minds on what's being discussed.
Yeah, kind of, I guess.
Interesting.
Nala, what's your hardest thing you've had to come to terms with as an adult?
Me personally, I'm not sure. Some of y'all may know I'm an only child, so I'm
a spoiled brat.
Okay. But it's just like coming to school and like, okay, so I don't even know how to explain it. It's really just like you have to become close with, well, you don't really have to become close with people, but like you do have to like have like friends and stuff. But I'm not gonna say like in high school, like back home I was like a loner. Like I had friends, but like I live with people. That's like completely different.
Yes,
like
yeah,
I grew up with
your own
everything
space,
is my everything is mine. Like my own space, my own things. But like I don't like to share. Mm-hmm. And that was so hard for me to like realize, like having roommates and like being in a dorm, going to sleep next to somebody in my room is crazy to me.
Okay, so for me, I grew up with siblings, so like that's nothing. I'm
exactly.
Like, okay.
That's
and
what,
I grew up literally like it was at one point in time, it was 10 of us in a 2-bedroom apartment because I was living with my cousins. So like six kids in the living room. I mean, not 6 in the living room. 6 kids in our room, me and my brother's room, and 2 adults in the living room, and then my 2 parents in their room. I just always grew up around people, having to share, having to, you know, be mindful of the things that I'm doing when I'm living with people. But that is something that a lot of people don't have to deal with. And that's why I also feel like that's more of a woman thing. Like more girls fall out with their roommates than guys do. Mm-hmm. So
that's true.
Yeah, I've heard some crazy stories when it comes to women living together and the fallout story. Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You're really not supposed to be roommates with your friends. That's literally something.
Bree, you remember the story you told me?
And that's crazy because me and my friends, we've been roommates for 4 years and we've been going great. We've been having the time of our lives.
You said you had a fallout with your roommate, so
I did. Hopefully they don't listen to this episode. It's all love, but yeah.
So you're not gonna tell us?
Not on the episode.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
do I not know this story? Like, what's?
I feel
why
like
everybody know this story except me.
I feel like you were in the midst of it because this was during the time when like your car, you didn't have a car at the time. So this was when I was living on Tharp Street.
When you was on Tharp Street.
Yeah, and this was the time when I had to move to the whole nother apartment unit when they all left and moved and whatnot. That's how I moved on campus. Yeah, that whole hoopla.
Were y'all getting evicted? I heard rumors.
No, we're not getting. The
treehouse lives.
I'm not gonna give my whole spiel out here for legal purposes, but just know I was gonna put up a fight regardless. Okay.
The treehouse lives.
Things would have been said, and true colors would have been shown, but nonetheless. We live to see another day. Amen.
Fight another day.
Fight another day, boys.
Survive in the treehouse.
Would you take the risk again?
No.
Nah.
That the first time wasn't even playing. I'm not gonna lie, but
that was the first time.
Yes.
What are y'all talking about?
He had a
you
party
had to work.
Oh, you weren't there.
We had a party at the treehouse.
Where?
On the day of the pool.
This was like after 3 different
You
lows.
almost got evicted?
Yes, it was swinging.
Yeah, our landlord was threatening eviction and calling the police and terminating our leases.
When up the treehouse, y'all.
Ryan,
oh my
you did
god,
that?
Ryan, you did, y'all. If y'all could see this video, treehouse.
Look at the video I got.
And there was people inside too.
Yeah.
It wasn't that many people now. It wasn't that many people.
It was only going for 30 minutes.
How did she know?
She has cameras.
That she sit and watch 24/7?
Yes, it has to be.
Like-
Yes,
it has to be.
I think somebody tipped her off.
but we unplugged the
Somebody
Wi-Fi.
Oh, conspiracy with D.
Wait, what was your conspiracy?
I think somebody tipped her off, bro. Ain't no way.
Who tipped her?
I don't know.
Her landscaper, the dude I was
The
talking
landscaper?
to.
He was here?
The last
Y'all should have waited till he
snitch.
left then.
He
No.
in town, but like, something not adding up. Something not adding up, bro.
She has to be sitting there watching the cameras 24/7.
Any other time she on, when we need her to watch the camera, she ain't watching the
She ain't
camera.
watching
That's
the
why I'm like,
camera.
something-
But,
Whenever we
but
need
y'all
some
said y'all unplugged the
period.
Wi-Fi?
Huh?
Yeah.
You said y'all unplugged the
Yeah.
Wi-Fi?
Yes.
So she
the-
couldn't have been watching the camera.
But
she realized how drastically the cameras just came off.
So she texted like.
That's when she started texting.
Well, maybe
and
you should have been like
spamming.
power outage.
And then, but the thing is as well too, people were already there before we got there, so she was able probably to roll back before the cameras caught off and see people were coming over there, and then her peoples were in contact with her. The person we were. It was a whole lot of
Hey, y'all didn't say that part,
Who's the-
bro. Y'all was
don't
supposed to be
y'all
the
got a
first ones
Next door
there.
neighbor?
Bro, by the time we established it, the
You think
traffic
they
was
said
already
something?
there.
Mhm.
The traffic was already going. We didn't leave the last low yet, bro.
Dang.
Well, y'all shouldn't have told nobody to come until y'all got home first.
We should have, but
We didn't
listen.
want to lose the motion.
Listen,
Right, you gotta be like, pull up, pull up, pull up,
People
pull up,
already
pull
went
up.
to 3 different lows
Bro,
before
we
this, you know.
outside
So it was
by
like,
his park.
hey,
They talk about where's the treehouse?
Wait, I got a question though.
and
So what-
and
it was
and
supposed to
and
be a
and
pool
for
party? How did y'all
wait,
end up
for
at
legal
Myers Park?
purposes,
Well,
this
they
is
went to a park.
this is not the treehouse or anything
Yeah,
tree related.
Yeah,
so
it's not. It's not.
yeah,
Not at all.
Okay, my question is, if y'all was having
The Greek house, really.
no.
if y'all was having a pool
Miss
party,
Benz ain't listening to
if
Melissa.
y'all was having a pool party,
I'm listening. Nyla. I'm listening.
Dang.
I'm
My
listening.
bad.
Jesus.
why
Studio
was
be
y'all at a
listening.
park? Like,
Because it
how-
got shut down at the party first.
So
know how
everybody
it
at the
go.
park in bathing suits?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Whole lot
Yeah,
of red
you
on
know
the
what
way.
first-
it's not the
They
first time
wasn't
it's
getting
been
in the pool.
done.
I don't know
They
why
wasn't getting in the
Dollar
pool
doing this.
It's not the
anyway.
first time it's been
Jealous.
done.
They
I'm
wasn't
really
getting in the
upset.
pool anyway. They was not worried about
Every
that.
time there's a pool party, where am I?
You didn't see the video?
Well, I didn't
At
make it to the
work.
pool either. I had on a t-shirt. and
I
shit.
gotta show you after.
Every time there's a pool party, I'm always
Bro,
at
that
work.
park was.
I remember
swole.
one time
Mark
it was
y'all
a pool party
calendars.
and it was
Swole.
early. It was a pool party and it was early, so I got to go before work, and I was having too much fun. I literally texted my manager and I was like, I'm sick. Like I don't feel good. I can't come to
Well,
work.
I'm telling y'all, mark y'all calendars. Whole lot of red on the way.
Girl,
What day?
dang.
Well, I can't give it on the air. But
Look at
guys, I can't tell that story. either.
Well, mark your calendars. Another pool party. Well, another Bail Bad Boys pool party. BBLB
Hit
don't
the
throw
bomb on
pool
that
party.
one, brother.
I already
Who
did.
on this live? Hold on.
nobody.
Nobody. Nah, we live. There's people on here, y'all.
No.
I promise we got motion, y'all.
Oh Lord.
But
We got more shit.
yeah,
Slow
man.
motion is better than no motion.
The YN's pool party on the way, man.
The youngins.
Bruh, why Ryan acting slow right now, man?
The who?
The who?
But speaking of these organizations, I watched this TikTok video this past week, and it was like saying how the mayor of Atlanta has always been in D9. I think it was Alpha, and then it was AKA, and then the current one is a Delta. And I was just thinking, what if the real world really works like that? Like, there's secret elitist.
Oh, there is.
I know. No, well, that's my question for y'all.
Oh, okay.
Do y'all believe that there are like elitist societies of people, like, and that's how you get into power once you like graduate? Like on FAMU's campus, there are not secret, but like you could say that SGA and the people that
You
win
know
these
the right
positions,
people, you'll get the right places.
right.
Mhm.
In order to know the right people, though, you have to be a part of these organizations. So do y'all think the same thing translates into the real world once you're trying to get positions like senator, governor, president, even the CEO of your company? And I also heard that at FSU they have this secret society. I forgot what it's called.
Yeah,
It's like
it's a
Knowles or something. But I saw a TikTok about it, and they were like exposing how their stuff really does translate into the real world. Like after that, you get those high positions because you were a part of these organizations on college. So what are y'all thoughts about that?
I definitely agree. That's definitely a real thing.
I wouldn't put it past me, but I don't know. I've never really thought about that.
That's a real thing. If you guys look up Freemasons, that's the oldest fraternity in the world.
My grandfather was a Freemason.
Mm-hmm. a lot of important people that are in government, that are in NASA, just federal and big like music industry. A lot of people, a lot of them are Freemasons. And it's funny because there's like the general side, and then there's like the dark secret side that they be trying to like conspire about on socials and YouTube and stuff. So look into that. But it's funny, I had a professor and he was wearing the ring, and I knew what the symbol was already, but I just be liking to pick people's brains. So I had asked him, I was like, hey, what's that ring? And he was like, oh, yeah, it's my fraternity. I'm a part of the Freemasons. And yeah, he was just telling me a little about it. And I was like,
How do you join?
Well, that's the thing. Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
They come get you?
Probably.
Probably.
So is it like, I've never done no research on the Freemasons. I know a couple, but never really did too much on it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not a collegiate thing.
No. Not a collegiate thing. On Google, it says Freemasonry is a fraternal organization with roots in medieval stonemasons guilds, now focused on self-improvement, fellowship, and charitable work, with members believing in a supreme being. And if you look at the sign, it's like two rulers is what it looks like to me, at least, going making
one of those what's that thing called? It's a ruler, and what is that thing called? Hold on.
Yeah. It's like two V's going upside down.
Just look
on
it
top
up.
of each other.
I'm looking.
And it's a G in the middle. But yeah, man, it was.
So is it male only? What's the female version of it?
Yeah, I believe it's male only. When was it founded? Let's see.
Y'all doing research like y'all trying to join.
I'm just a little curious.
It's called a compass.
If they ruling the world.
It's called a compass.
Compass.
Well, now I feel stupid.
Right. Yeah, it's just a drawing compass to make a circle.
Well, let me ask a further question. If you do believe these elitist organizations or whatever has the power to be in control of all these different things going on, do you feel like there's any primary organizations that are like, do you think there's like a hierarchy kind of like how it operates?
I think so.
For further your thoughts, brother, what do you think?
I definitely think so, just because like I wanted to spin back on what we was talking about before. Like, I feel like they're definitely a thing, but I don't know if they guarantee like these positions. I feel like it might assist, but like on the topic of there being like a hierarchy, I feel like that could come into place where it's like, okay, you know, there's people involved in these different ones, but then there's one that's like, you know, more successful than the other, where it's like, you know, that one, you know, might be more of a guarantee at stuff.
And that even is evident on FAMU's campus. You have pipelines of stuff. People won't ever confirm that these are pipelines, but it's just like every single year, this organization is here, this organization is there. They breed people to take these positions. So
it says Freemasons was founded June 24th, 1717. So yeah, it's a long time ago. And many of the United States founders, including George Washington, Paul Revere, John Hancock, Benjamin Franklin, were all a part of the Freemasonry. And yeah, the list goes on. But to answer your question, yes, indeed.
Hey.
Hey. Yeah, guys, that was season 3, episode 9 of MIM, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in once again to the best student podcast in Florida on the best
podcast in the world. Baby. Do your homework.
The best radio station, college radio station in the United States. If you don't believe me, look it up. It's a fact.
Merged.
We got the trophy to show it.
We do this. For real. But yeah, I want to give a shout out to R25 once again. You already know. R25, shout out to R25, man.
Shout out to the greatest, you know.
The greatest tribe to ever exist on FAMU's campus. And if you don't believe us, please
do your homework. It's a fact. Look it up on the internet, baby.
Your homework. And yeah, shout out to the Motion Movers tuned in. Shout out to my family and shout out to God. Yeah.
I'll say shout out to R25. Shout out to T44.
That R25, boy. Okay.
Shout out to T44.
Okay.
Shout out to
I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding.
That's a little better. That's the youngest.
Control.
Shout out to everybody that's going to take their capstone.
Woo!
Good luck to y'all. And shout out to spring semester. Because this is the part, well, I don't know. Maybe it's because a lot of people, I don't know. I'm just going to keep out hope that it's going to get better because I'm expecting darties and parties, but they're not here. I'm a little concerned. But I just did.
It's still a little bit breezy.
But say it just did start warming up, so
it was
maybe
hot
they're
today.
coming. I know,
No, it was very hot.
I got my shorts on today. But yeah, shout out FAMU.
Okay. Shout out to the trees.
Wow, man, them trees, they're just so inspirational. Love them.
Oh my gosh.
Please. Shout out to my sisters because our birthday's coming up. It's next week. Shout out Kiana. She did my silk press and it looked real good.
Continue.
You about to get slapped. Yeah, shout out the crew. And yeah, that's it.
Well, shout out God, of course. Shout out R25, the best to do it.
R25.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
Shout out to my mama, shout out to my brother, shout out to my father, shout out to all my family, friends, and loved ones. Shout out to the emotion movers, the best people to do it, the best people to listen to the #1 podcast. You feel me? And shout out to the crew.
Type.
And shout out D'Anthony too. Shout out for our special guest for today. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Shout out D'Ant, man.
I want to start off. Shout out to God. Shout out to R25. Big Tree Holiday.
Oh my gosh.
This the last tree.
Yeah. Shout out to the MIM crew. I appreciate y'all having me here.
Woo.
Of course.
Shout out to God. Shout out to loved ones, family, friends.
Yeah, man. Well, we'll catch y'all on the flip side, on the rip side. Make sure you stay lit side. I'm drinking on this because I'm that fried. I lied. I don't get fried.
In the podcast.
And on that note, we out.
We out.
Oh my god.